つから悲しみの記憶を継いでいた。過ぎた遠い日々に思いを馳せていた。 Without a regret call your way because I promised you。 時の針は再び運命の時へと動き始めた。 I want to live in the limited time。 悲しみを振り切れ Absolutely unreal of truth。 私に耐えるため涙に溶かしたこの痛みが明日を切り開くから。生きたい生きたいと願う意志が魂に光を灯すだろう。 I want to live in the limited time。 愛する者のため Resolution of the heart and soul。 この手で切り開く。いつかたどり着く結末へと時を刻み続けてゆく。 Still I am in this world。 I want to give and God lies and truth and sacrifice。 Still I am in this world。 I want to give and God faith and hate endless road crave on fate the meaning of my life。 記憶が見せる夢ぼやけたその景色に交わる運命が私を引き寄せた。思いが渦巻いた表裏のない世界。君との約束を見つけるためあの日から止まっていた時が今そんな未来へ動き始めた。 I want to live in the limited time。 絶望に抗え Resolution of the heart and soul。 この手でこの声で体で揺らめくあの光が未来へと続いていく。誰もが死ぬために生まれてきたのだろうか。いつから悲しみの記憶を継いでいた。過ぎた遠い日々に思いを馳せていた。 Without a regret call your way because I promised you。 時の針は再び運命の時へと動き始めた。 I want to live in the limited time。 悲しみを振
Whoa, gamers. We are back for more depression, probably. I don't even remember if we put this game in the depression category.
I don't have a depression category. I have basically like just regular slice of lifey and more like interesting or like dramatic stories. So
Yes, the drama. The drama is the depression. So
yeah.
yeah, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we killed the kid. And now everybody and their mom is after everybody. We only have one person in the game that is missing from the game at this point that we haven't seen. We have now seen everybody in the game besides that one person in the same place at the same time, because after Miharu killed the child, we kind of hung out at school like it was normal, which was weird. And then we kind of talked about it a little bit, but our character said that she got it, which I didn't know if she actually got it, because she could say she got it and then she don't got it, because she kind of dumb. But we had like a talk and it was okay. And then at some point we ended up on a train again with Naomi. And I think we saw the Unabomber and we decided to follow the Unabomber, but without Naomi. And we followed the Unabomber back to what we then figure out is the old man's house. And so now we know that they're staying together and we don't know if they're related or not. We assume that they are not. But they're staying together bare minimum. And we figure out the old man's name and we can kind of start making assumptions at his cause of death and things of that nature, because old people be dying alone in their houses, I guess.
Well, I
And
think
then
Odette did figure out his cause of death real time.
oh, was that, and it was like just dying alone in your, was it starvation? I remember she was throwing out a
Starvation,
bunch of
because she was guessing how how everything is in Japan and how old people die in their house is common. So, and that he looks like he has a bad back, or like he looks fine but he probably has a bad back. So if he were to collapse in his house alone, nobody was saying anything because it's normal for him to spend all day in this house. Therefore, he probably fell and then died of starvation, unable to move.
Right.
Yeah.
So while we were kind of scoping out his house, we go once and then we leave and then we go back a second time. We actually find our way back, but before we can do much, we see Odette and Federico coming down the road. So we hide. They didn't notice us. They hide because they don't want to get spotted by the old man in the house, because they were hunting the old man because they had one of his info cards. I think it was his name.
Yes. That's how they found where he lived.
And so they didn't want to get caught by him, and I don't think they know that the Unabomber is with him. So, but then unbeknownst to everybody, number 12, Alan, has been following us this entire time, probably since forever. And so now he knows vaguely where we are, vaguely where Miharu is, vaguely, well, he knows exactly where the old man
No, he says that he knows where we go to school. He knows about Lionheart, like the Lion Cafe. And he even was spying on us when we met with Miharu, so he knows that we're still working together.
Yep. And I also don't think he technically knows that the Unabomber's in the house with the old man, but he did see Odette and Federico and tried to follow them, but they, due to their like paranoia and undergroundness, they just practice like giving people the slip whether or not they know that they're there. They just travel in a very like They just travel like that. So he lost them, and so he decided to go back. But yeah, he's kind of holding a lot of really dangerous information right now because nobody knows he's there. But he knows basically where everyone else is at this point. And he's not opposed to using dirty tactics to get the information he wants. So it's pretty over for us. So welcome to another week of depression. Yippee. Time to see how it all falls apart. Was there anything else you could think of?
I find it funny that you started it, but it was in my mind like, oh, she murdered a child. Then we went to school and high-fived, basically. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, like our character just kind of forgave her. It felt like. Well, she knows the game that they're in. She was just like, what the fuck, bro?
Well, we already knew she was gonna die. Sucks it was by her hands, but she explains that she asked her to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways.
After a long day, I finally have some time to relax in my room. Nothing noteworthy has happened beyond this morning's events. Although I guess the fact that my class has gotten around to prepping for the culture festival counts as noteworthy.
I just realized something. Aren't like cultural festivals like that, at least for one day, open to the public?
Yeah, I think so.
They all go to her culture festival.
Yeah, you know, probably. I can imagine at least 12 is going.
Yeah, Alan's gonna be there. So,
to scare the ever-loving shit out of them, for sure.
Maybe. I mean, I can believe he would go. Whether he makes his presence known to them, that's another question.
That's true. You know, and I don't think he will, because that was, I think, an important part from last time that I didn't mention, which is he respects people who play the game and is probably going to save them for last. So, like, Audette has killed people, and Miharu has now killed somebody, so he likes Miharu. And he sees how she does not give a fuck, and she will do anything in her power that she needs to win, which makes her a fairly dangerous person.
Hence why
he knows that he's kind of pieced together that to get to us, he would have to go through her, so by extension, we are, like, relatively safe at the moment.
Yeah, he's also cautious of us because of our eyes. So, because he sees like a fire in them.
Oh, that reminds him of himself. Yeah. I remember that. That was weird.
Anyways.
Oh, I can see on the stream that you went to the next one, but it didn't update on my end, which is funny. Sounds like they've moved forward with the fortune teller idea. The one in charge will essentially prepare a bunch of fortune telling methods and use them on whoever stops by.
You saying it's not updating on your end?
Yeah, it's still stuck on the one that's like, although I guess the fact that my class has finally gotten around to prepping for the culture festival counts as noteworthy. I don't know if that's an issue on my end or not.
When I look at the Discord, it says the one in charge will... That's the one that's stuck on for me. God, hold on.
My thing is buffering, Smiles. Actually, can you try just streaming to be in like a lower quality? Because I don't need to have like high quality on Discord. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, let me just. Shri, one. Can you see me changing like to the menu?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've gone with this plan because the one in charge wants to test out these so-called methods. Fortune telling, reading one's fate. Funny how they've ended up with that after the things I've experienced. At least I'm not involved in the plans for being asked for my opinion. They're just gonna ask me and Miharu to help the day of. Mao, on the other hand, seems fascinated by the whole thing. She'll be helping to prep it as well as work longer than we will during the festival.
真面目な顔して思わせぶりなこと言っておけばいいんだよね。うち得意な気がする。
Just what you'd expect to hear from her. I wonder if they'll manage to finish everything on time since the culture festival's in 2 weeks. It's back to not refreshing and I don't know why. I don't know what causes it to do that. Because it's got to be a difference in the screen share, but...
I will say it did that for stream because for some reason I have to use game share instead of like directly sharing the game itself because for some reason it doesn't move unless I'm off screen. I'm like, bro, that's dumb.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm just gonna assume it's just a game. I'll just stream the game itself, I guess.
Okay. I bet we're the only class this far behind schedule. I already feel exhausted and it's barely 10 p.m. Well, it makes sense considering I left the house so early this morning. Ushizuka gets fucking Shigetsuga Sugu fucking the old guy.
Fuck it, the old guy. Shiggity.
I'm doing my best. I repeat the elderly man's name in my head to make sure I don't forget it.
Too bad some
Why
people
would
can't
you?
say
It's in
it.
your book now.
True.
Now I have to find out his cause of death and regret, but I'm not quite sure how to go about it. We tried asking nicely.
Yeah, it worked with the little girl. She told you everything.
We didn't even have to ask.
Yeah.
She's like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm full legal name, address, social security number, cause of death, regret. I'm still curious about that girl staying with him, too. While I do have her cause of death card, all I know is that a fire is involved, nothing else. That's probably the biggest issue with the cards dealt to us at the beginning.
問題はここからどうすればいいかだね。
As if things aren't difficult enough, I've got Federico and number 11 to worry about as well. Things may have gone well enough yesterday and today, but that doesn't mean I'm a pro when it comes to tailing people and such. It's entirely possible that I'll mess up at some point and get myself stuck in a tight spot. Regardless, I can't sit back and let those two get the upper hand. One option is to throw caution to the wind and approach Ishizuka directly, but that's too risky. Number 11 would likely end up adding me to her list of targets alongside him, and the girl if I did that. I try searching Ushizuka Shigetsugu on the internet, but I don't get any relevant results.
Damn it. He's just a random old man.
Kick a random nobody, no family, no nothing. Die alone of starvation because he broke his back. Getting info on him without putting myself out there seems tricky. I can't just waltz over to City Hall and ask for his family register when I'm completely unrelated to him either.
Have you ever tried that? Like putting your full name in Google and seeing what pops up?
Yeah.
I have, and I never get me. I get like several people with my name, and I'm like, oh.
That's funny. I mean, I could always, like... Once you find the right one, right? Because I feel like unless you have a really unique name, there's always going to be a few people with your name. But rarely ever is there one in the same location as you.
I mean, I think one I found was a lawyer, and I was like, oh. And it's not just like first name, it's like a last name too, and it's like, oh, okay.
Such lawyer, wow.
And I don't even get my grandfather who has the exact same name too, and I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, I think one of me's is a doctor. And I think another one of me's is like an author. I'm like, oh, okay.
You could have been the author, you.
I could have been. I still can be. I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna.
That's why I'm going to approach things from a different angle. I do have an advantage over that duo. A majority of the participants, myself included, are from Japan. Plus, most are located near Shinjuku, an area rich with schoolgirls just like me.
What?
Keeps me from standing out in most situations, which is advantageous.
Okay. That's a hard sell given that you keep complaining how your hair makes you stand out. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. The only issue is that the sole approach I can think of involves questioning the locals near his residence. Actually, that might not be too bad of an idea.
Didn't you do that with the woman who shattered your ear off?
Yeah, the gossip Jane. I did shuffle over there pretty early this morning, so there weren't many people around. It's probably why those two showed up when they did, too. I aimed for a time when few people would be around.
私なら人が多い時間でも
It's hardly normal to ask questions about some random old man, but hey, I'll even seem less suspicious than either of those two doing the same. If I really need to, I can even pretend to be the granddaughter of an ex-wife or something. I just need to act like Naomi did at the hospital where Keiko was. I'll try going in the evening. Everyone's running around shopping around then. Not only does it give me more people to question, but I can also blend into the crowds if need be. With that sorted, I should sleep as much as possible so I'll be ready to take action. But just as I'm about to turn off the lights, I hear a distinct meow coming from down by my feet. It's none other than Leth, our friendly little freeloading cat.
レテどうしたの？
I always make sure to feed it and have water out, so I doubt it's hungry. Oh, you know that feeling when a sneeze is about to attack you, but it's not gonna come, but you're like, oh god, just come or don't, please.
That's what
Pick
she
one.
said.
Yeah,
Do it.
just do something. Oh god.
Oh, Jesus. It's just staring at me menacingly.
Why is it throbbing like that? It doesn't respond to my question, of course. It'd be pretty freaky if it did.
Yes, it would be pretty freaky if it just started answering you.
I hate how relevant that next dialogue was to the thing I just said.
That would be pretty freaky, though.
Oh no. It would indeed.
私もう寝るからね。
I want to give it some. Sorry.
Yeah?
I ruined this whole section for me now.
Go on, keep going.
It fits too well. It needs to stop fitting. Stop it.
That's what she said. What?
I want to give it some attention, but I'm a bit too tired tonight. Come on, babe. It's been a while. No, I'm tired. Oh, fuck. I flick the light off and clamber into bed. I'll say it like she does. Lete. Follows suit, which is rare. It prefers to sleep atop the covers, not under them. This little rascal has a habit of using my stomach as its pillow, too. It's... I can be normal. I
Yeah.
can be normal.
Yeah?
I can be normal. I shook its head for a moment before shutting my eyes and focusing on sleep.
What a tease.
You're on it today. It's amazing how warm something with such a tiny body can be. Oh, you can't say that to his face. It's the clock!
Hello?
It's the clock of clocks! There's a term for when one realizes they're dreaming. Lucid dreaming.
Oh.
God, we're back. Is this a Happy Maher reference?
Happy Mahara trauma, huh?
Ever since Divine Selection began, I've experienced it at least once per week. Granted, I'm not quite sure that you can call what goes on in the Court of Fate a dream. Whatever. I find myself once again in a strange place, despite knowing for a fact that I went to sleep not long ago.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
お久しぶり。
I forgot how
Oh,
pretty he
Laila.
is.
私は人間の時間の感覚がよくわからなくてね。
I want to know
Damn.
more about this character. I don't know what the fuck he is.
It's interesting. Is like time. I don't get it.
I've seen this man once before. It's only now that I remember having met him in my dreams before, though.
私のことは覚えているかい？いや、今思い出したのだろうね。君が君の大事な記憶を忘れてしまっているように、この夢の中での出来事も忘れてしまうという必然性があるからね。
I want to say something, but I find myself unable to speak. He dominates the conversation.
君はコーヒーのお店をやっているそうだけれど、私は紅茶の方に興味があってね。
Dude, this guy's savage.
一度アフタヌーンティーというものを楽しみたいと思っているのだけれど、もっともこの夢の世界では一緒に語り合う相手がいないどころか、ティーセットというものが存在しないこと自体が残念だよ。
This man knows who I am.
Makes sense. What I want to know is, does he know? Does he do this with us, or does he do this with all the participants?
I'm curious about that as well.
Because I feel like he doesn't, because with Mihara's interaction with I forget her name, but the one that's running the thing, she made it sound like she only knew. Yeah, Parka. She made it sound like she only knew of her, not of someone else. Like, I feel like she would have brought up him, this guy. She even said that she wasn't in control of how this works, which I'm guessing it would be this person.
Right, I feel like she would have guessed if she had known or seen a secondary person. She would have been like, is he the one who's actually running this shit? But instead she was like, is there someone else? Like, a lot more. Yeah, I see where you're going with that, yeah.
Yeah. Makes me wonder why he's choosing, if I'm right, then why is he choosing us specifically?
Do you think he's the one that erased our memories? And so he's tampering with it and Parka doesn't know?
I think if he is tampering, Parka would know, but Parka wouldn't care.
That's true. She did say, I never said this game was fair.
Yeah, she did say that. So she said that she never said that she's going to make everything impartial. She's like, oh, I never said that. I don't give a F what you guys say. But yeah, I could believe she's aware, but I don't think she would care. I think she's just like it's like a game show host. Like, she's like the game show host in it, but she, yeah, she's like the host of it, but she's not in control of pretty much anything that happens. And I don't know if she gets a say or wants a say or anything. She's just there because she's there. I don't know.
Yeah, so like he would be the one that set it all up, like he's the producer or something, and she's just the host on TV doing the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
simplify
I see that. I'm not sure how important that realization is when I'm likely to forget everything he says, though.
さて、そろそろ雑談もいいだろう。今夜はもう一つ、君の抜け落ちていた記憶が舞い戻ってきたのだからね。
Oh?
お祝いの言葉を告げるためにわざわざ出向かせていただいたよ。
Oh?
どんな記憶かって？おっと、 君が夢の中で記憶を取り戻す前に出てきてしまったね。
What the hell?
やはり人間の時間の概念は難しい。一方的に流れるだけではあるのだけれど、感覚がつかみにくいよ。では、
So he
朝を
is
迎える
running his
前
own
に少し
game on
だ
the
け
side.
君の記憶を思い出すといい。
Motherfucker! It's like, congratulations on recovering your lost memory. Oh, you haven't?
Ah,
Bro, what's
shit.
taking you so long? Think harder.
He's like, ah, shit. Damn, I was supposed to be here 3 hours from now. Just remember. Do it.
Just remember, forehead. Fuck me, dude. Now we're in the clock room? That's worse. I'm standing alone in the court of fate. I'm on the same platform as usual, but for some reason, none of the other participants are here.
ごきげんよう。運命の奴隷となってしまった哀れな子羊様。
Wait, what the hell?
A girl dressed all in white addresses me.
Is this the memory of when we first met Parka? What the hell would this help?
It's Parka. She stands in front of me despite the fact that there's no solid surface beneath her feet. I watch from a distance as both of us face one another. I conclude that this is one of my memories since I'm able to watch myself as though I'm a third party.
命を落としてしまったあなた様の精神は今、運命をさまよってらっしゃいますわ。ですが、あなた様は改変された運命の中で女神の選定の参加者になっていただきます。
She begins to tell me about divine selection. She explains all the rules. I watch myself try to get a word in every now and then, but she ignores each attempt. Yeah, that checks out. Everything she's explaining here is the exact same as what she told us during the first election. Memories of an explanation I had heard before. This must have taken place right after I died then. Considering the in-depth explanation she's giving, it's no wonder she was unimpressed with me when I asked her about it again. Well, remembering this explanation of rules I already know is more pointless than one would expect too.
ただし、忘れてはいけないことが一つございます。
Uh-oh?
あなた様方12人は皆、12週間後の同じ時、同じ場所にいた可能性を持っていました。
Yeah?
一度は失われてしまった未来で到達していたはずの場所。その場所こそ、あなた様方の運命の終着点となりますわ。
I am curious what the final destination of literally all 12 of them is when they have such vastly different backgrounds.
I'll be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. Go piss. I don't know. So let's... I mean, obviously the lady that died the first week, we don't know jack shit about her. But we know that she was somehow tied with Alan. Or something. And we know Alan is a corrupt overseas like jewelry baron in like India. Like he has his business. And he is not opposed to resorting to suspicious means. So then why would he be in Japan? out of place, because I'd assume if he goes anywhere, it's gonna be for his business, like some sort of expo or something. I don't know why the woman would be there. Then we had the Chinese man who died next, whose regret was never having a dog. And we know that he was kind of an important man. I don't remember exactly what it was. He might have been a businessman, some sort of CEO. So again, we can kind of still say, okay, maybe there was some sort of summit or something going on. I don't know. I don't think he was into jewelry though. I could be wrong. And then the next one to die was the mom. It was just a normal mom in Japan. And she'd be a new mom. At the end of 12 weeks, she probably still wouldn't really be going outside much because she's raising a newborn. So I don't know where the fuck she going, let alone a fucking jewelry convention or whatever the hell. What is, like, are they all just gonna coincidentally be in Japan and then there's some sort of like natural disaster that caused them all to like evacuate to the same like bunker or some shit? I don't understand how they're supposed to end up in the same spot, to be honest. I'm not seeing the parallels here. Cause then, okay, then after the mom was the little girl who was literally sick and dying her whole life, but her parents had planned to take her to Japan if her health had stabilized. Because she was a little German girl. No, Russian girl. Sorry, my bad. I already forgot. Little Russian girl, like bedridden her entire life. But her parents are like, well, if your health stabilizes, we'll take you to Japan. Like, okay. So she's just a weeaboo. She just wants to go around and look at all the funny otaku stuff. I don't think anybody else has died, but we do know, so we have Federico, who's Italian mob, does smuggling stuff. We know Odette is, I believe, French? Like French underground, I want to say. Who also does smuggling and shit and is incredibly dangerous. So I guess could be connected to the jewelry guy. I don't know. They don't seem to know the jewelry guy though, because otherwise she would have targeted him for knowing who he was, the same as the Chinese man. Then there's obviously us. There's us, which is Rinka, and then Miharu, and we're just students. And Miharu fucking hit the self-delete button. I guess her home life sucks ass and whatever else. I don't know. She's dealing with shit that we haven't really fully delved into. So where the hell would we be going? I'm assuming it makes sense for us to go together wherever we end up. And then there's, I already kind of talked about 12. There's the old man. We don't know anything about the old man yet, other than he was an old man alone in his house. So where the fuck he going? He don't leave his house. Where the fuck he going? Where are they all gonna meet up at the fucking grocery store? I don't get it. I don't understand the overlap. And then obviously the Unabomber. Like, they were just here to bomb a Japanese train. I don't know. So I don't...
What a sentence to come back to.
I've just been sitting here trying to guess where it is they all would have organically ended up together in the original timeline at the end of the 12 weeks. Right? Because, like, Fate had you all intersecting at the same place at the same time in 12 weeks, but you all died too early, so now we're doing this death game. Not only did you die early, but you died at the same time, so we're doing this thing now. And so I was trying to be like, where the fuck would where would they meet organically? Because my only thing that I can guess is if some sort of natural disaster happens that makes them all evacuate into the same bunker.
Well, it says bear significance
or
to
like,
all involved.
Right. And so I've been trying to understand what that significance is, because they're also vastly different from vastly different backgrounds. Like, I don't know how they're going to end up in the same place at the same time. For the same reason.
I was thinking.
So natural disaster or grocery store is the best I got.
I was going to jokingly be like, "Hey, Lion Heart Cafe, fuck it."
What? Because the grandma knows all these sketch ass people.
Imagine.
It was all Rinka's at the center of it all along this whole time.
Um, it would be like I don't know, because I was like, okay, maybe in like a weird twist yet, I can see them all gathering at a cafe. Yeah, sure. But I was like, I don't know, significance. Maybe it's just a natural tourist attraction place. Like, fuck, I don't know. But I don't know. It doesn't help that we don't know much about half of their lives, and what we know, it doesn't seem like they would meet up. Cause, as far as we know of, um, Orchid or whatever her name is, she grew up on a boat, and it's probably
Oh, Odette.
Odette grew up on a boat, and has lived off in sea her whole life. So I don't think there's anything significant about Japan to her.
I mean, it's an island. That's the best I got.
I could believe she would show up in those 12 weeks on like a job. Yeah, same thing with the mafia
Right.
guy. I don't know why Alan would be there. I don't know what his it would. I would assume it would have to be his company. We know Sophia would be there because she always wanted to visit Japan. And the woman that had the baby, we know her hospital's not that far from us, so she would probably be lives in the area. The old man, we know he lives in the area. And then the bomber chick, we know nothing about her and why she decided, I feel like bombing a train today.
Yeah. You ever just wake up and get that feeling?
So, know nothing about her, and then we haven't even been introduced to the last character, so there's that.
Right. Yeah, you're giving it a lot more wiggle room than I was, because I was kind of just trying to like really pinpoint, like they would literally have to be in the same place for the same reason, not just in general, they would all be in Japan. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So like, even with your wiggle room, it still is kind of like,
well, I'm trying to figure out why they're in Japan in the first place. That's like
Yeah.
my first step, because again, they're vastly different. Then once you like, oh, where would they all be together? That's when it gets like, okay, well, I don't know. And it doesn't help that it would have to be like a popular like place, because these are like 12 people, just 12 randoms, and
yeah,
just meeting at a location. There's no way they're gonna meet there to meet each other. They just would have to be
yeah,
there. So that's why I'm like tourist place, because half of them are tourists and half of them
I guess.
are locals. But it's
'Cause
like some tourist spots you
the old
pass
man
by.
never leaves his house though, so it's really hard for me to justify. Again, I'm leaning towards natural disaster. Like something's gonna happen, Japan's gonna and like everybody has to like evacuate together, and that causes them to be in a situation, but they died before the natural disaster could happen. That's the best way I could explain that, because otherwise I don't fucking know, bro.
Well,
There's no way.
we don't know anything about like his family situation. He could have been made to go out because the family members like, you gotta go out, and then they take him somewhere. He
If
could
he
have.
had family, why would he die like alone, you know?
Well, they probably barely visit him. Like, it's like a family member you visit like twice a year.
Um,
I don't know.
yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, that's just the best I got.
Yeah.
選定で最後の一人となられましたら、必ずその時までに その場所へ向かってくださいませ。
What place is this?
運命の終着点にたどり着いて初めてあなたが死の運命を回避し生き残ることができたという運命が定着いたしますわ。
Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Okay. Okay, I think I know
Like
what...
naturally, or because you've seen something that's given you an outside perspective?
I... Yes and no. I saw one line about something and I'm like, oh, and then I remembered something that has been set in the game and I think I know what that final destination is now. I can
Is
say
it
it.
Final Destination? Are we just in a movie about like dumb ways to die?
No. I can tell you. I don't think it spoils that much, but I think I know
Yeah,
what
okay.
it... Remember, this is like before the Vine selection started, but after we died. We went on that group session to the art, the amusement with everyone,
Yeah.
and we made that promise with Miharu to meet at the fireworks festival.
No, but okay.
Well,
I believe you.
Well, there's this festival. She said, "Oh, we should meet at this festival." Like that's when she's like, "Oh yes, I'll definitely." Like that's when she determined that she was gonna live, but she didn't know we were in the game yet. So, rip.
Right. I remember them kind of doing like we should come back here next year. That's the one that I remember. I don't remember the...
Well, they talked about meeting for also fireworks.
Yeah. Sure.
So I think that's what it is. I think they're going. That's like there's this
And
event.
they're all just gonna end up at a festival.
I mean, if it's like weird,
Basically.
it makes enough sense. If it's like a big enough event, I think the locals might go to it. And again, if his family is like I think with the old man in town, they're gonna want to see it. Or maybe
We're in
he'll
the
like,
month of May, right? So like 3 months from the month of May puts us like end of July, early August, probably.
yeah.
Because we've been in this for several weeks already. So like, yeah, summer festival kind of hits right there.
Yeah, so and I could see some locals some like foreigners, if they hear about it, they'll go to it, just because there's food there and stuff like that. There's like a ton of shit to do, so I can see how they all would conjugate to this thing. So I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. Feel it.
もし運命の終着点にたどり着かなければそれはその時のお楽しみということにいたしましょう。
So we could still fail if we don't even meet go to the destination after the 12. What the hell?
That's kind of funny. She didn't mention a specific time or place. Instead, she placed her finger on my brow, she closed her eyes, and then her finger began to glow. She didn't need words for this part. With that touch, Parka etched the final destination into our minds.
Oh? What is it? I swear to God.
Hot! You'll never know, bitch! You'll know when you know. My eyes jolt open after a night of sleep.
I mean, I think I'm right, but it would be frustrating. It's like I'll be like, are you serious? Like this is so much important information. Where like, I'm still effed because I don't know the destination. So what the hell am I supposed to do if I win?
Just know the destination, forehead. I remember exactly what I saw in my dream. Okay? Immediately after my death, I was taken to the Court of Fate and met with Parka. She explained all the rules that I had heard during the first election. No wonder she was so unimpressed when I asked again. I think that's an extra she. I'm fairly sure she told me my cause of death and regret as well, but I can't remember any of that. Of course not.
That would be too convenient.
I remember something far more important, though. Final destination.
終着点
This was the first time I'd heard of it. Becoming the final participant alone isn't enough. I will need to get to this place afterwards.
What is the place?
Your mom's basement? It's a place I know quite well.
Oh my freaking god, just say it.
あの公園のナオミと話した
there
あ
we
の
go.
場所
There it is. What, the park? Okay.
It's a huge park located in Shinjuku. Plaza from which you can see a clock tower-esque building in the distance is there. It's one of my favorite spots. Yo, I wonder if the kid unibombs that place too. That's where all 12 of us are meant to gather, the final destination of our individual fates. At the clock tower? No way.
Okay, so it's the park. I was wrong, I guess.
I think you're partially right because I think they do fireworks there. I think that's just the part that you latched onto. It's hard not to be surprised. That park is pretty close to my home.
Okay.
12 weeks after Divine Selection begins, or 7 weeks from now, the weather will likely be nice, so I can't say I wouldn't have gone for a walk there. Besides, it's also a popular tourist spot.
There it is. I also said a tourist location. There. I don't know why a freaking park would be, but sure.
Sonia mentioned that she had planned on coming to Japan with her family in the first place. It wouldn't be surprising if she would have gone there with them. As for the others, I'm not sure why they'd go there.
I mean, Miharu would be there stalking you, obviously, so there's that.
Yeah. But the fact remains that it's a popular spot. There are plenty of reasons to check it out. It also explains the deja vu I felt there when talking to Naomi.
Ah, there it is.
Parka had shown me that scenery once before. I'm not sure how to describe the sensation I experienced when she did so. I guess it'd be similar to the feeling you get when you're dreaming.
そういうことだったんだ
It's all coming together. I can finally answer a number of questions that I've been asking myself. It explains why most participants are Japanese, as well as why those who aren't have gathered in Japan. Parka never did explain why that place is our final destination. Much like how I know she never discussed how or why divine selection exists, she probably deemed it to be unnecessary information. So unnecessary, pointless. Either way, I managed to regain an important memory regarding the whole process. By the time I finished processing this revelation, I noticed that a certain feline isn't beside me anymore. Guess it slinked off at some point while I was asleep.
まったく自由なやつだにゃ。
I let slip an awful cat pun without even thinking about it. At least there's no one at the door. Might have gone ahead and elected myself for elimination if someone caught me saying that. You are so dramatic. Holy shit.
And I don't know why you care. What's her name? Probably bugged your whole place and listens to it every night.
True. That's real love. Just as I start to get ready for school, I check the time and my heart nearly jumps out of my throat.
It's real stalker behavior.
I must have been in a pretty deep sleep. I woke up half an hour later than usual. Here we go again, loitering around Ushizuka Shigetsugu's house.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
I feel like I read that pretty fluidly that time, with a little bit of like stumbling, but not much. Seems like he's the kind of guy who enjoys his morning walks. He might be happy that he doesn't need to worry about his back pain, but come on. How does anyone enjoy walking the same path over and over again?
It's not about the scenery, it's about the feeling of walking.
That's crazy.
What?
I love that for you.
You know, the fresh air
Whatever.
and everything. It's like,
Yeah, couldn't be me. I'm sure people agree with you though. Whatever. The only thing we care about is that there's no one home this time of day. We're trying to think of a way to sneak in while he's out. Because it keeps saying we, I'm assuming this is Odette and Federico.
yeah.
Yep, there it is. And when I asked Odette what we do inside, she gave me a quick answer. Hello, ho. Not that any more needs to be said. It's pretty obvious what we'll do. The only piece of info we're missing is his regret. Chances are he's been living here forever based on the crappy condition of this house. That means he'll have stuff that's been sitting around for ages. The kind of stuff that'll point us toward his regret, most likely. I feel like it's gonna be family related. So basically, we gotta find keepsakes or mementos that link to the life he's led.
だが鍵はどうするんだ?
You knock. Oh. Yeah, that's my bad. Who would knock? That's crazy.
No one's home.
Trust her
That's
to
what-
make it.
But no one's home.
So. Trust her to make it even more obvious that she's about to commit a crime. Jeez, ain't no way we can get away with doing something like that in a place like this. Ain't no way, bro. It's not the middle of the night either. It's still way too early in the morning. We at least avoided the morning rush, but that doesn't mean the streets are empty. I let out an exasperated sigh loud enough for Odette to hear before offering my own suggestion.
まあいい。鍵は俺に任せてくれ。マフィアの下積み時代にピッキングの技術。
Okay, well then why didn't you fucking say that before? Why are you like, oh,
意外じゃねえか。
there's no choice?
最新式の鍵なんか無理だろうがな。3分程度でいい。人が来ないかを見張っててくれ。あのジジイは孤立してるが、さすがに俺みたいなのが鍵をこじ開けてたら通報される。
オーケー。まあ、たまにはてめえにも見せ場を作ってやろう。
Okay.
Okay.
We'll hear that again.
オーケー。まあ、たまにはてめえにも見せ場を作ってやろう。
Just as she shoots a smirk at me, someone makes their way out of the house.
It's like,
Gasp.
it reminds me of like how Dio says, okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
That means it was a JoJo reference.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Ending it all. Okay. Bingo. He's off for another morning walk.
Put it on your tombstone. Okay, okay.
Okay. After making sure he's far enough away, we slip over to the door.
よし、俺の出番だ。道の方を見ててくれよ。
任せた。しかしよ、てめえあのジジイが出てくるところ見てたろ。
おう。
あいつ、鍵閉めてたか？
Yeah, think smarter, not harder. Yeah, I get what she's talking about. He never did turn around to lock the door after leaving. When I think about it, he didn't lock it yesterday either. I guess that's why I never mentioned anything about the lock in the first place. Bite my tongue to stop myself from cursing at her before twisting the doorknob. Nice knob job. Oh my god, I tried. What the f? Hell no.
What?
So much for getting my time to shine. Well, look at all the crap in his house. And there's a lot of like children's stuff. See, it's good. It's family related. He probably had a child that died like way too early or something.
And my house is worse. Or at least my room, to be more specific.
Oh no. My room's not bad anymore. Let's go. Threw everything out. Started over. There's nothing in my room anymore. I open the door, remove my shoes, and carry them in one hand as I make my way in. The interior looks the way I expected. Dilapidated wooden furniture, newspapers, and magazines littered all over, etc. Holy hell, is it small. I don't know if it's normal for Japanese houses or not, but you can barely fit anything in here. In fact, me and Odette can't stand shoulder to shoulder without getting pressed against the walls.
さて、家宅捜索とシャレ込もうぜ。
Okay, it's rummaging time. Big fan. Her expression is glowing as she opens and closes her hands in a grabbing motion.
I like how he still removed his shoes. I mean, he's carrying them around so he doesn't. So if he has to leave, he doesn't see them. But like, It's funny that he's like, I will take off my shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's being respectful. We probably don't need to worry about being loud while he's out. But I'm not too comfortable with Odette speaking at her typical volume. He also could just be trying not to leave traces that there were. Oh, well.
I was even about to say, he doesn't live alone now.
Yeah, well, that's probably why he leaves the door unlocked, right? So it's just gonna. That little question takes us by complete surprise. It's a kid's voice.
Huh?
I don't recognize the voice either. That geezer is supposed to be living by himself, so there shouldn't be anyone else here. I know I didn't imagine it, though. Someone definitely called out to us.
厄介だね。
あ
二人いるんだね。
Love boss music. Do 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 do. The voice is more clear this time. But I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. They
It's a
really
child.
are just like hammering this home.
It's a child. Who cares?
Like, I don't know what it is. Definitely a kid, though.
聞いたことがある声だ。夢の中で。お前たちの声は知っている。
Ah, shit.
Well, that helps to explain things. Ain't no doubt about it now. The run's a participant. Based on the voice, it's gotta be number 4.
ブランク。てめえが白紙のガキだな。
The blank? What the hell?
What does that mean?
3番と11番の人たち。まさか2人が協力していたなんて。
ジジイと4番のガキが協力していたなんて。
We express our mutual disbelief simultaneously. That out of the way, the kid approaches us. Looks to be just over 5 feet tall. In Japanese, based on the facial features, that's for sure. Looks real young though. I'd guess they're in the middle of puberty, so 13 or 14? Their voice hasn't broken either, which makes it a doozy to discern gender. Why are we still... Like, it's the #1 thing they focus on for this kid. Like, I keep calling them the Unabomber, and everyone's like, what is it? I can't tell. What
poke
is
it with a
it?
stick. Poke. What is it? What are you?
What are you? It's a child. Who cares? They bombed a whole train of people. Based on their overall figure, though, I'd guess female.
Is it a bomber man or a bomber girl?
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, it's an important distinction,
ブランク
apparently.
ってのがこいつの氏名。
You are cutting out like crazy.
それに、そもそもどうして名前を。
Hmm.
Hmm.
Let me check something. I don't see anything wrong on my end.
It could have just been a fluke, or I don't know. Maybe I'm dying. I don't know.
Either way, I can just rejoin real quick. Sniff, sniff. Just sometimes that fixes it. Sometimes it's a Discord issue.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anyways. Wait, does Odette have her name? What the fuck?
No idea, but I am curious about the blank kid thing as well.
こいつの氏名は私の初期カードの一枚だ。
Oh.
Wait, so she has the name card, but she's calling it.
白紙で何も書かれちゃいなかった。直接会えばわかるとも思っていたが、残念。まだわかって
They
ねえ
don't know their name either. Because they have to know. Because the information is dependent upon the person, it's subjective. Aw, shit.
Wait, does that mean our death and regret card are blank as well?
Yeah, because we don't know it.
Holy
That
crap.
means Miharu intentionally grabbed a blank card. Well, maybe she didn't know it was gonna be blank, but now she knows now. That would explain the look she gave us.
Wow.
Because she's been acting weird ever since she got that. And I was like, what does it mean?
So
It's because it says nothing. Fuck.
that's so interesting that it could that card is blank. You can only be revealed if you know it yourself. That's actually crazy. Huh.
Well, we are certainly in a situation. The kid's expression shifts upon hearing Odette's claim. Their guard has just gone up.
ブランクってのは名前がないってことなのか。
さあな。どうなんだ。
教えると思う？
ふん。
The kid tries to provoke Odette with a glare, so she scoffs back.
まあそれは僕自身知らないから答えられないんだけど、戦闘に参加しているのは分かっているけど、どうして死んだのか、それまでにどうやって生きてきたのか、自分の名前さえも分かっていない。
Whoa.
Wait.
So it's not just our shit on the train that was wiped. Her shit on the train was wiped.
Wait. But that doesn't make
Do you
sense.
think she doesn't even remember bombing the train?
But that
That's
doesn't make
crazy.
sense. We have the death card and it says fire. It's not blank.
Oh.
So
Oh.
we have their death card, which is fire.
Oh.
So does it link to the person's memory, or does it? But they said they don't remember how they died. So either they're lying, or is it because it's
They could
connected
be
with us?
lying.
It could because they're connected with us specifically. So even though like they don't know, we know because they were there with us. You know what I mean?
So, like, because we feel like they died in a fire.
I guess because we were with them, so it makes sense how we would know they died. I don't know.
Even though we, like, barely remembered. Because we still don't even remember that the train was, like, bombed.
No, we remember we were on a train and an accident happened. There was fire. We don't know it was. Yeah, we don't
Right.
know the bomb. There was a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we don't even remember that she was on the train.
Right. We remember the keychain, which is so stupid.
Yeah, like. Anyways, but that's it. That's crazy. Oh, okay.
sure is getting interesting.
女神は不親切だな。その状態で選定に参加させるとは。肉体だけまともにすりゃいいわけじゃなかろうに。公平性なんてありゃしねえ。
Okay, that explains why they haven't done anything. They don't even remember why they bombed a train. Why did they bomb a train?
I don't know. We sure would like to know, but if they don't know, we'll never know.
If they get their memories back, yeah. If she gets her memory back, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Again.
Wow.
同情じゃねえよ。哀れみだ。
Okay.
With that, she moves her sights back onto the kid.
ジジイとは協力しているのか？
協力？知らないよ。僕たちはただ普通に生活しているだけだ。選定に参加する気はないからね。
Why are you doing it at the same place? I mean, I guess sort of makes sense. You don't know anything, so you probably don't even know where you live. But still, I don't know.
なんだって？
おとなしく死んでもいいってことか？
そうじゃない。
The way she's probably just like, I don't think I can be killed off. I don't know my shit, so you don't know my shit. Yeah, I figured that was the strat they were taking, considering they were just holed up in a house, not doing much of anything.
二人残ったらどうする？
おじいちゃんに生きてほしい。
You let the geezer live? No offense, but like... You're like 13, 14, bro. I don't know about the old man. That would be kind of effed up. People like, yeah, I'll let a kid die for me.
おじいちゃんは迷子になっている僕を助けてくれた。選定の参加者だと分かっているのに家に引き取ってくれた。記憶がないから未練も分からないんだよ。でもおじいちゃんと暮らすのは楽しいから、僕は少しでも長い時間この生活を続けたい。
Both of us are staring the kid down, but they don't flinch in the slightest. Normally, I'd call bullshit on a story like that, but the kid's different. Their expression makes it clear they ain't lying.
もう察しはついてると思うけどよ。私らはこの家にジジイの未練の手がかりになるものがないかを探しに来たんだ。
未練？おじいちゃんの死因じゃなくて。
残念だったな。てめえの大切なジジイの死因はもう見つけてるんだ。
そう。ならおじいちゃんの情報に関わるものは絶対に見つけさせちゃいけないね。だからお前たちをおじいちゃんの家には入れさせない。
They lower the tone in their voice, making their threat obvious to us both. This sudden shift takes me by surprise, but I mean, we're dealing with a kid. Yeah, but watch that kid be like a prolific assassin or some shit. Like,
この家にはあるわけだ。あるいはてめえ自身が知っているか。
どうして？
てめえはいちいち迂闊なんだよ。喋りすぎだ。
そっか。おじいちゃん以外の参加者に初めて会ったけど必死なんだね。だから僕の一言一言を注意して聞いている。
おい、もういいだろ。これ以上このガキと話してても仕方がない。ここまで来ちまったんだ。力ずくで教えるしかないだろ。
I glance over at Odette to get her agreement. She smiles and nods in response.
たまにはてめえとも気が合うな。こうなっちまった以上、こいつを黙らせて、ジジイが戻ってくる前に家を捜索する。ジジイが帰ってきたところで黙らせるのは問題ねえが、選定までまだ数日ある。その間に警察を呼ばれたら面倒だ。
I'm thinking the same thing. Things would get real annoying real fast if someone were to cause a ruckus here. Our passports and stuff might be good fakes, but it'd be tricky to sneak around with the police on our asses. We ain't the most decent people in the world either. They'll find plenty to hold us on if they're given a reason to check our histories.
この家には監視カメラもないんだ。てめえを喋れない状態にしちまえば、それで十分だ。
言っておくが、俺たちにかなうと思うんじゃねえぞ。今どいたら許してやる。
てめえは自分より弱そうな相手に対しては強気だな。
She's friendly fire. Friendly fire.
She's like, ah, damn.
I'm sorry. Well, he's so grumpy. I'm sorry. Both of us move toward the kid. But they still won't budge. Hell, they provoke us even more.
Oh my god.
おじいちゃんは僕が守るよ。
I'm telling you, I think this kid's actually scary as
おい
fuck.
私は入り口の方を見てるから、てめえで片付けろ。
Honestly, I thought they were just gonna pull out a bomb. It was like, get out of the house now or we blow. Like, I don't know. We might not die, but hey. You want to test it out?
Yeah, but any evidence you'd be looking for in shambles.
The fact that she's leaving it to him, I feel like he's about to get his ass kicked by a kid.
Oh, he for sure is, but I think she just doesn't want to fight a kid. Because remember how she was like so lenient with the other kid too, especially if they show guts? She likes kids who are like, that will stand up for themselves.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you for that.
Oh, six pack. Wait, it's so relevant. You're so right, Ford. Oh, hydrate? Sure.
She does indeed have a six-pack.
Yeah, she is. Stop it. See, when you say it like that.
Hydrate, go ahead. Do it.
I did. I've actually been hydrating this whole time, but I did another one specifically for. Oh. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Well. You mean now's the time? What are you talking about? Because they're gonna beat up on this little kid? This kid's...
It's the perfect time to beat on children. Yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
Just saying.
Oh, this fucking kid is gonna... Honestly, I think this kid is gonna beat their ass. This is gonna be so funny. He's gonna be like a little whiny bitch baby. It's the... Dude, the fucking violin is the...
You're supposed to be sad when kids get beat up.
I'm obviously sad. The kid's about to get beat up.
I don't know. I feel like he's gonna Uno reverse them.
I feel like the kid's just gonna grab his dick and twist it.
Damn. Okay,
I'm doing it right? What are you talking about? The quickest way to shut someone up is to crush their throat.
Wow, okay.
The unfortunate side effect of that redeem is that I have to fucking like wash my eyes every time. Like I have to like get I can't see.
Can't see.
Like I have to fix that every time. It won't kill them, but it'll keep them from singing for a few solid days. Ow.
8 minutes to go.
What do you mean by this? What are you talking about? No. I step forward through the narrow hallway, my hands aimed at the kid's throat. What the? They managed to move quickly enough to dodge under me.
すばしっこいな。
It's pretty common for smaller targets. But in the end, a kid's just a kid. I've got the longer reach, not to mention the physical advantage. They turn their back to me and make their way further into the house.
逃げるのか。
Yes. What are you talking about? All they've done is move into another room. Noise travels pretty easily in a cramped house like this. So as long as it ain't one of them ninja houses, it shouldn't be hard to find them. What does that mean? They pop back out from the room they ran into. With a bomb! I kick at them with my left leg. It creates enough distance so that they won't be able to reach me.
What?
こんなの
They dodge under me again, but it's not a big deal. As I bring my leg back down, I smack the kid with the back of my heel. It connects with their shoulder, causing them to falter for a moment. I was aiming for their head, but they ducked out of the way in time. With my foot planted back on the ground, I move in for the kill again.
おいバカ下がれ。
Before I can react, the kid has slid right beneath me. They use the impact from my heel hitting them to close the gap between us. Don't tell me the brat actually let themselves take the hit. It's too late for me to do anything, though. I have no idea if I managed to let out a scream or not. I tried to block it, but there was no way. The kid clenched their fist and let loose with a flying uppercut straight into my crotch. Yeah, grab his dick and twist it.
Oh, he actually got hit in the junk. No,
Before the pain kicks in, I lose all feeling in my body for just a moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. And then the sharpest of pains rushes through me. I almost like the organs above my groin are being strangled. Owie. My hands cover my crotch on reflex as I crumble to my knees.
What the heck?
Yeah, what was that tear? They don't stop there though. Pain starts to rush through my shoulder next. This isn't pain from a blunt strike though. What did they stab him? Oh, it's from a sharp object. Okay,
she
you can't
stabbed
lie.
us? Damn!
Shing shing, motherfucker.
I missed!
Oh. They're holding a knife in their right hand, which they had used to stab my shoulder.
Yeah, stabbing does hurt, yes.
Fortunately, it hit the seam of my jacket, so I got away with a minor cut. They must have run into that room to grab the knife, so I assume it was the kitchen.
おかしいな。頸動脈を狙ったんだけど。
Okay,
The
the
heck?
fact that a child knows that is, I'm telling you, this kid is a few different layers of sus. Do my best to collect myself, but the pain from my crotch isn't making it easy to move. I retract the knife and take aim for a second stab. Somehow I managed to throw myself out of the way just in the nick of time. Although doing so leads to me face planting into the floor. I turn to face them and see no hesitation in their face whatsoever. At least the pain's starting to fade. I raise my knees in order to kick myself back onto my feet and dodge the knife. Turns out that isn't their plan of attack. Instead, I can tell another shot at my crotch is coming.
Bro.
Listen, the kid's out here to win. Not wanting to experience that again, my body unconsciously ducks in order to dodge it.
今度こそ。
The next moment, a mammoth shadow passes over top of me. Because Odette finally steps in, yeah. Whoa, this is cool. Odette has launched her massive leg right into the kid. Oh, that kid would have died if it could die. That sound effect is crazy. That was like pure cymbal crash. They block with both arms crossed in front of their face, but the impact still sends them flying across the hall.
てめえはバカか。あんなガキに負けやがって。負けてねえ。
Nobody in the world would believe that.
Yeah.
Did you want to get this screenshot, by the way?
We got it last time. She did this when she kicked the fat guy, remember? Guy with the stroke.
Oh. If I'm being honest, I'm terrified by how focused they were on decimating my loins.
うっと。
Kid flings the knife across the hall towards us.
Oh, there's a Hydra, eh?
Oh. What do you mean it's time? What are you talking about? What are you saying to me? What is this shit? Oh my god. Oh. Odette dodges it with ease, which leads to it clattering harmlessly on the floor. But the knife wasn't twirling around or anything in midair. It flew straight as an arrow. No, Ford, that's not how that works. Do you know how long we played that game? We played it for over a year, and I still cry. That is not how that works. My eyes just leak, bro. Fine. I'm fine.
ものだ。
Nobody knows. The kid already told you they don't know who they are. What do you mean?
僕もわからないよ。でも体が勝手に動くんだ。
I just know, bro.
記憶喪失だろうが、体に染みついた技術ってのは体が覚えてるらしいからな。
Audette plucks the knife from the floor and chucks it back at the kid with even greater speed and precision. They knock it aside with a frying pan they've grabbed from nearby before scuttling off into the room across from where they got the knife. It was a tiny window of opportunity, but they took full advantage of it.
また武器か。おい、早く立て。
I jump to my feet the millisecond she shouts at me.
今度はなんだ。
さっきは殺そうとしたからダメだったんだ。選定中は脱落以外では死ねないから。
Jesus.
They reappear, muttering something at us.
これでどう？
What?
They brandish something in both hands, which they then heave toward us. Guess I'm their target again.
当たるかよ。
Looks like they decided to chuck screwdrivers this time. 4 of them, each around 4 inches long, are heading my way. Damn, that's longer than the little thing earlier. I don't even remember what it was actually talking about when we suddenly changed it to a penis joke.
On the cat.
Oh. Okay, maybe it's not longer than the cat, but still. Not like they'll hurt unless they catch you right in the eyes or mouth. Not great weapons, unlike the knife. That's not entirely true, but fair enough. You made the cat a penis joke. Yeah. Oh no, the sneeze is coming back for me. Oh, it actually left my body this time. I got to expel my demons. Holy shit.
It's just the way they worded it. So it was like, what was the word? It was something like, she said she was stroking his head and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that was the last one though.
That was the last one though.
There was also something to do with like, I thought I should give it more attention, but I was too tired.
Oh yeah.
God, what was the other one? It like broke me at the very front because I had accidentally made a penis joke and then I realized it was talking about the cat. I was like, why did that fit? Oh no.
I think I clipped it, or at least like clipped the front end. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did.
But it was like, okay. Anyways.
Indeed, anyways. All 4 scatter across the floor as I dodge them with a backstep. Odette charges in as soon as I step back to evade the flying tools.
こっちは2人だ。忘れちゃいけね
Oh, 6 pack. Oh, Shakshi! She prepares to use a spin kick. When the kids
Just
are
the
like
one.
beating up, just the one, yeah. The kid is actively whooping their ass, more or less. You thought it was the soundboard? I did that good? Hell yeah.
Let's see.
Hell yeah. I am my own soundboard. Sniff, sniff. Shakshi! We're good. The kid must have seen it coming, though. They grab Odette's leg with their left hand and propel themselves upward in what looks like a handstand.
What the heck is this kid?
Yo, this kid's doing acro. The ceiling is low down enough that their feet reach it after that maneuver. Following that, they utilize the ceiling to propel themselves toward me yet again.
Why me?
With an even bigger knife in hand, mind you.
狙いは俺かよ
I ain't dumb enough to let someone leap straight into me. Their skill might have taken me by surprise, but I can dodge this no problem. He says. I slide my right foot back to do so.
どうしててめえはそんなにバカなんだ
Her insult isn't directed toward the kid, but to me.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
My foot doesn't slide across the floor when I pull it back. Instead, I trip over something.
なんだと
It's not like I've tripped over thin air either. My foot has caught on something hard. It's one of those screwdrivers the kid had thrown at me a moment ago.
今度は外さない。
The kid uses the opening to thrust the knife into my side. This time, it digs deep into me. They retract the knife immediately and put some distance between us, their eyes watching Odette all the while. Blood starts to gush out of me, dousing my jacket. Fortunately, my ribs took the brunt of the blow, so my insides aren't damaged. I probably have a few cracked ribs, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the? It can't possibly be time again. That can't be real.
Yeah, actually it is.
That can't be real. No. What do you mean it's
They just got
not
stabbed.
stabbed? I don't give a fuck, you just got stabbed. What are you talking about? By a kid of all the— yeah, this kid is crazy, dude. This kid's the Unabomber. No. Okay.
Okay.
The amount of lead up to— don't you agree? Yeah, this is actually some of the most tragic shit I've ever seen in my life. This is so sad. I can't believe that they would just try to come at this kid like this and this kid would just whoop their ass. Bro, this kid just like walloped on his genitals like 10 different times and just kept stabbing him. And then when the kid was doing flippies, oh my god, it's so sad.
I feel like this is appropriate for this stream in general.
What the fuck? Oh yeah. My haha funny counter. Yay. Hmm.
To be fair, I thought it'd be
Probably.
higher, so.
We probably missed some. It's a newer counter. We've only had it for a few months. Hold on, let me have eyeballs. The way I just hear you chuckling. It's the same.
8 minutes ago.
No!
It's funny because it takes so long that by the time it's done, it's actually 8 minutes you have to wait, not 10.
Oh my god. I don't have any candy to make me feel better. I'm just sitting here suffering. I don't even have an appetite to eat today. It's a problem. I have a Tic Tac here. I'll have these Tic Tacs for you, Ford. There we go. They're kind of shit though. It's the Sprite flavor, and the Sprite flavor tastes weird. I know none of that was relevant. I can focus, I promise. That probably would have killed me had the kid been a bit stronger. Or if you could die.
足引っ張りやがって大惨だ
Wow, she actually wants to like leave. I'm already starting to lose consciousness when she says that. Oh, she's just gonna abandon your dumbass.
Probably
Like,
she'll
oh,
take him,
no.
but it's like she wants to deal with the kid first.
Dragging his bloody body down the street? Because that's not suspicious. From what I managed to hear, the kid has no intention of chasing us down. That's true. Kid said just get out. That's crazy. Oh, and then I dream. Dreaming sounds cursed. And I don't even know who's dreaming. I don't know whose pop this is. A dream so foreign to reality that I almost think it's another world entirely. I dream a dream about the one thing I've ever truly cared about. About the regret that only I could know about. No, I don't know what's cursed. What are you trying to tell me? My tummy hurts.
My tummy hurts.
What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to say right now?
I love
There's
how
an
you're
even
like,
more. What? No! That can't be real!
that can't be real.
It's been 8 minutes? No! No!
I know it wasn't 8 minutes, but it's funny how you were freaking out.
See, now I'm gonna have hydrate trauma. Oh my god!
Specifically linked to Ford is like, why you want me to hydrate?
No, wait. Why are you watering me? What do you want from me? What do you mean your goal is complete? What the fuck? What even is this? Man, friendship is pain. Gotta keep doing it for the consistent results. Sorry, that's just the way it is. That's literally how that works, yeah. And then you're like, but surely you'll be desensitized to it. No! I still watch Alien Stage 3 times a day, every day, just to feel something, anything.
Feel like it would have the opposite effect, but okay.
Anyway. There's an even more simple reason behind how I can tell it's just a dream. because there's no hope of me ever achieving it.
Oh, okay.
That's sad. This is a reality that will never come to fruition. A desire that I've convinced myself to give up on. I swear this is Miharu. The fact that I'm dreaming of it now proves I've still got regrets about it, though. Just as I start to wonder why my ass hurts, I notice that I'm sitting by a road.
I think that was Federico, because it
Do you
seems
think
like
that
we're-
was Federico?
Yeah, we've been with him this entire time.
Now I'm curious what his is. He made it seem #deep. Odette's standing beside me, a plastic bag in hand. Damn, she's gonna smother us herself. Why does his ass hurt? She was probably dragging him, on top of the fact that he just got his everything beat to high hell.
Because he's been sitting on concrete ground this entire time.
And that. I assume she dragged me all this way from that house. Maybe he got stabbed in the ass. Must have stopped by a convenience store on the way to buy provisions, too. My sight is still killing me, but it's all bandaged up and treated.
あんた
戦場では応急手当が重要だ。菌が入って可能しちまうと手遅れなことが多い。
Technically, he can't die until.
悪いな。
Yeah, but he would become a useless sack of shit.
たく
More than he already
弱
is.
すぎるんだよてめえは。
I can't find any words to rebuke her with. I just click my tongue and shake my head. I looked down on the kid because of their age, but it wasn't just that. They completely outplayed me.
だがまあ、あのガキは記憶喪失とか言ってたが、ありゃ昔に訓練でも受けてたんじゃねえかな。それこそ。おい、どうした？
あんたは俺を見捨てればよかったんじゃないか。
何塩らしくなってんだ気持ち悪い。それにな、協力するって言ったんだ。てめえにはまだ利用価値があると思ってる。私は約束は守るぜ。基本的にはな。
Usually there is wild.
Doesn't inspire much confidence.
Have
これ
confidence.
でも飲んだろ。
No confidence. She hands me a miniature bottle of wine. Normal folks wouldn't give an injured person alcohol, but hey, she's anything but normal. As further proof, she's already downing a drink herself. Oh.
I love how you stopped because you saw the message.
Oh. This is fun. Wait, did I just get you baited? Why did I get sniffed? Thank you for the hydrate and the sniff. I simply sniff you. Okay, there it is. It is, in fact, time. I actually got some anxiety waiting for that.
Like I felt it coming to it. I was like, oh, here it comes.
The debate didn't help. It didn't give me any sense of relief. I was just like, no, they're prolonging my suffering. Oh my god. This is fun. This is a fun time. This is the setup that we have, and I'm just so grateful for this stream and my friends. This is a good time, I think. And the Tic Tac still tastes like shit.
It's gonna be great
Not
if
fair.
if the other game of Happy Mario does ever get translated, so you can relive this song.
Yeah, and then and I'm gonna be mad so much because we already have seen pictures of him. Sorry, I just needed to goat scream. It's fine.
俺の国の上物が道端で売られてても困るけどよ。
Chilean wine. Is that a thing? Do they?
You can make wine anywhere, I guess. Huh?
Yes, I don't really know Chile for their vineyards, but perhaps I'm just ignorant.
選
'Cause
ぶ
there
口
it
が言える
is.
なら余裕そうだな。
They got all kinds
て
of
めえは
stuff.
今週くらいは
Has a long
安静にしてお
history
い
in
た
the
方がいい
production of wine. With roots dating back to the 16th century when the Spanish conquistadors introduced a specific vine to the region. Wow. Alright. There you go. Just me, huh? No point in arguing with her when I know she won't listen. Instead, I pour the wine down my throat like it's water. It ain't top shelf stuff, but Chile's wine is pretty decent for the price. The taste of red wine helps me to settle down. You won't find many people out on the street drinking wine straight from the bottle back in Italy, but I gotta admit, I ain't against it. After enjoying our wine and a sandwich, we trudge back to our hotel.
次は私があいつをぶっ倒す。あのガキは楽しめそうだったからな。
I can tell that she isn't gonna go out looking for revenge on my part. That'd be pretty unnerving by itself, but I know her, and she's doing it for her own sake. It's been over a month since Divine Selection started, so I've managed to pick up enough clues to figure out what she's thinking every now and then. It's pretty ridiculous, but she's just looking forward to pummeling that kid. Well,
I will say,
she's back. She's back.
I will say it's kind of weird, or nice in a way, that they have this weird friendship. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're making their toxic situation work for them. Like, because they're dedicated to it, right? They know they're gonna stab each other in the back, but until then, they're pretty loyal.
Yeah, he was even surprised she even helped them.
Yeah, that is what he was saying. What do you mean? You're so right.
I mean, yeah, beating up children is a pastime of some people, so hey.
The kind of no, only I can stab them in the back relationship. Yeah. He's mine. You can't stab him. I stab him.
I do the stabbies around here.
After school, I make my way to the district where Shigetsugu lives. I know the way by heart at this point. I've gotten somewhat familiar with the area after all. I should be able to escape into a busier area if I somehow bump into that duo.
始めよ
I give myself a little pep talk out loud. Today's main goal is to ask around and find out anything I can about the relationship between Shigetsugu and that girl. Things go south almost immediately, though.
もしや選定の参加者かの
Well,
Elriz. Skibbity toilet. Ohio. I hate it here. Someone approaches me from behind. Very person I was about to gather info on meets my gaze and I spin around.
damn, you suck.
Maybe short, but he looks as tenacious up close as he did from afar in the dream world. He's taller than you, so if you're calling him short. He stares at me with stone cold poker face, a plastic bag in hand. I freeze the moment our eyes meet.
やはりお主の顔は見たことがある。そんなに目つきの悪い高校生もそう多くはない。
Okay, well, damn.
あなたは
お主まさかわしのことを調べに来たのか
His posture makes him look exhausted. He's completely unfazed despite having run into another participant. Now that I think about it, he didn't react in the slightest when number 11 got her hands on his name card. He may sound somewhat surprised, but at the same time, he seems a bit apathetic. No. No. No.
そう警戒しないでよかろう。わしはお主らと敵対するつもりはないんじゃ。
No.
わしの戦場は別にあるのじゃ。今日は勝利の
What
凱
on
旋
the
じゃがの
screen is sexy? The old man? Are you into gilfs? What is this?
戦場
The old guy, obviously.
そう
What is it about him? Is it the sweater? I kind of dig his sweater. Actually, I kind of dig his, like... What do you call it? Because it's not a full beard. It's just like the patch on the chin.
Go.
And it's not... Is that a goatee? Because I thought the goatee kind of goes up onto the lip. We discussed eyebrows during Smash or Pass, and yeah, but those are the eyebrows that you hate. What's the double one? The beard cut thing? Yeah, I don't remember. It could be a goatee.
別の参加者と
そんなことはない。わしの戦場は駅前にあるんじゃ。
Oh, don't tell me he's the type of old guy that goes out and just like plays chess somewhere.
Oh, maybe. That'd be funny. No, it's not. No. I'm completely baffled by his statement. Yes, it means he successfully reeled me in, though. I start to panic with that thought in mind.
んで、いい場所を取るところから戦いが始まっとるんじゃ。 それで大の争奪戦に勝ったら
I'm
そ
very
こから真
hydrated,
剣勝
thank
負じゃ。
you. In fact, I think I need to pee.
大当たりの演出が入った時は最高に盛り上がるわい。
Jackpot, fanfare, and a good spot. He's a pachinko player. He's a fucking gambler. His family left him because he's a gambling addict. Not to mention this all takes place by the station. The station isn't huge, but it has all your typical storefronts around it. Coffee shops, diners, the shopping district, and...
パチンコですか。
You gambling asshole man.
正解じゃ。
His laugh is hearty and sincere. The scowl on his face remains, though. It leads me to believe that he is the kind of person whose facial expressions don't quite match up with how they actually feel.
では、ご褒美にチョコレートをあげよ
Oh my god, he's doing the you can't have a piece of candy. Reaches into pocket. He produces a bar of chocolate from his bag and hands it to me. You know what's kind of sad is, he was probably getting that for the other kid. Now that kid gives one less chocolate because we're here. I stare at it for a few seconds before turning him down.
私を油断させようとしてるんですか。
Sniff, sniff.
I love it. She's like, nah. Shock's evil.
う。残念じゃの。
I remember when they
今
first
時の
invented
子はチョコ程
chocolate.
度じゃ喜んでくれんか。
I
あの
always
子は
hated
目
it.
をキラキラさせてくれるのにの。
Yep.
あなた
Wow.
の家に住んでる女の子のことですか。
あって、女の子は住んでいないがの。
Oh, is that confirmation that it's a guy, or is that confirmation that he also doesn't know?
とぼけ
Or
ない
is
で
he
くだ
being
さい。
sus?
Or he's trying to act like.
Yeah. I try to sound as threatening as I can muster. Yeah, he's probably just like, what? I don't live with anybody. What are you talking about? Oh, man. Letting him lead the conversation any longer is too risky, especially when I can't gauge his intentions.
おお、怖い怖い。
Kawaii, kawaii. I stare him down as he tries to tease me. Stab him. It's possible that he's trying to rope me in and extract useful information out of me, so I try my best to say as little as possible.
さっき
And
も
yet
言
you
っ
are
た
here
ろ
in your school uniform, which you would
端
probably
的に言って
recognize the
わしは
school
お
it's
主ら
from.
と争う気はないんじゃ。
Well, she wears that in the dream world, so it doesn't really freaking matter.
I guess that's true. It's just throwing it in his face a little more, I guess.
追い先短いじじいだからの。こうやって少しだけ寿命が伸びただけでも幸せもんじゃ。おかげでしばらく行けんかったパチンコにも行けるしの。すごいぞ。選定が始まってからわしは収支がプラスなんじゃよ。
I refuse to say anything in response to his random conversation.
ただの、お主、帰ってくれぬか。
He finally confronts me, possibly after realizing that I will stay quiet if he doesn't.
わしはいいんじゃが、生かしたい子もおってな。
It has to be the girl. I already know for sure that they're living together. Which means he's feigning ignorance. Also, thank you for the clip, Ford.
あの子がおのずから戦う意志を持ってくれるまでは静かに暮らしていたいんじゃ。
Oh, wow.
隠居したじじいの頼みじゃから聞いてはくれんかの。
それはその子を勝たせたいってことですよね。だったら聞けない。
ま、そうじゃな。しかしこういうのはどうじゃろう。
His tone becomes grave, and his expression somehow gets even more tenacious as he speaks.
お主とは会わなかったことにしてやる。それならあの子もお主を脱落させることはないじゃろう。
What?
してやるですか。あなたの方が年上ですけど、この状況で上から目線は間違いです。牛塚重次さん。
わしの名前を知った程度でいい気になっておるのか。
He doesn't falter when confronted with my threat. He opts to provoke me instead.
なんての、さっきも言ったろ。わしはお主らと敵対するつもりはないんじゃよ。
His tone returns to normal, although his expression remains unchanged. We've made absolutely no progress. I guess his age and experience means it won't be easy to reel him in.
特にお主は一部の参加者と違って何の変哲もない痛いけな不女子じゃ。 若いうちに死んでしまったのは残念じゃが、少しでも長く生きるためには他の参加者
Yeah,
と関わらない
it's
のが一
crazy.
番
You
だ
should
ぞ。
really hear about how she died so young and what happened there.
It's like, bro, like, I know he doesn't know. He's like, oh, geez, I died. I wonder who is the cause of that. Almost like you're harboring the It's weird because it's like... Like, I know the person has amnesia, which is stupid. But anyways, it's like, if they die, they blow up a train, which kind of sucks. I don't know.
Right. No, yeah. I wonder if that's why... Although the kid's saying that they don't remember, but if it works the way that we assume it works, that means they do know how they died, and they were lying about not remembering how they died because it would be to their advantage to lie.
I think...
So then they remember how they died, so I can see them telling the old man, look, if I am to die in these games, a lot of other people will end up hurt because of this. It's in everybody's best interest that I live.
I think they're being honest at best. They could remember, like us, parts of it. Like they died in a fire, but they don't know how that fire started.
They don't remember causing it, yeah.
So, like, at best, that's what it could be. Because she...
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's strange, because she doesn't remember hydrate.
Is Asian experience? Damn. Okay.
There it is. Anyway.
Mm-mm. Keep going.
Like,
You were
because she
saying.
remembers being on the train and it being on fire. However, she doesn't remember anything else. Hell, she doesn't even remember the way she died. Where I guess he can remember the being on fire. Where the little kid can remember being on fire, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I do hope that at some point we get clarification on that, though. Because I really want to know to what extent the kid knows what happened to the kid versus what everyone else thinks happened to the kid. And how that correlates to what's going on with our character and how they're interacting with everything.
The hell up. The hell up.
Yeah, she said Fusakena, but it was like cut off, so it's like shut the hell up.
なんじゃ
I'm not sure how, but I managed to stop myself from screaming in his face. Just about had it with him talking to me like I'm some dumb kid. You're right. You're not. Wait, you're both of those things. This is stupid.
じっとなんてしてられない。
Is my life worth casting aside the lives of others for? I mean, you repeatedly say it's probably not, so I what is my regret? Your regret is not having a regret. What awaits myself and Miharu when all is said and done? Is fate really something we can't hope to go against? I can't let myself die until I find the answers to all these questions. I have no intention of living a quiet life if I'm unable to do so.
答えか。お主がどんな疑問を持っているのかは知らんが、たやすいことではないぞ。
だから何？あなたに何がわかるって言うんですか？
I don't know you, and that's my purse.
懐かしいの。そのセリフ、わしの元を去ってしまった娘たちにもよく言われたものじゃ。
Damn.
Well? I think I'm on it. That lady from the other day mentioned that he's been living alone ever since his family abandoned him. Based on his attitude, I'm hardly surprised someone said that to him before. He's one of those condescending types who like to act as though they know every little thing about you.
今日は帰ります。でもあなたのことは調べますから。忠告しておきますけど、私だけじゃないです。牛塚さんが思っている以上に、みんな生きるために必死なんだと思います。
まだまだ子供じゃが、頑固でまっすぐじゃな。よいよい。
だからそういう態度が。
おや。
Just as I'm about to leave, I hear a set of footsteps stop in front of me. Turn my eyes towards the person to whom they belong.
おじいちゃん、その人誰？
Girl 4, so they're just saying it's a girl now.
まさか
Just in
選定の
case.
参加者？いや、絶対そうだ。どうして今日はこんな？
What is it about today?
Voice belongs to the girl I tailed back to Shigetsugu's house the other day. Probably returning from a shopping trip based on the plastic bag she is holding in one hand. Her eyes are big and round, and her silver hair is somewhat disheveled. She seems like your average innocent kid. Oh, but you would be wrong. Not an instant after I think that, she gives me an icy cold stare.
この人もおじいちゃんの敵なの？
Right then, I feel like something sharp stabs into my brain. Who beat up the six-pack woman? Oh, really? Where are her ice power? You're so fucking salty about that. It's so funny.
What?
We were watching a mahjong anime where he's called like Ice Cold K, and like he has this like icy stare that freezes people, but it's not literal. And Forzo is just like, well, then where's his ice power?
It's in the fridge.
The sudden pain is so bad that my hands clasp on my head on instinct. I've never experienced a headache this painful before. This isn't good. I'm not sure about the cause, but the last thing I need in this situation is to leave myself vulnerable. Yeah, the headaches are kind of when she's about to remember, or she's put in a situation where she's remembering, so... Just as I think that... Oh good, yeah, you remember too, bitch! That was a noise? Yeah, it was a noise I wasn't expecting to hear in a PG game. I'm not the only one experiencing this pain, it seems.
Wow.
Actually, I mean, I can keep going for like one more section if you want, or do you want to stop?
Why? What happened?
Nothing. We're just in a section, an area.
We could stop since you mentioned it. Headaches.
The funny cliffhanger. We'll have to figure out what happened to them. Obviously, they're in this hoarder's fucking house, because look how disgusting it is.
What are you talking about? By my standards, this is clean.
Why? Because everything's in piles.
Yeah, exactly.
Piles is clean. Oh, God. What do you mean? Stop. What do you mean? What are you gonna be like, funny story? I need like 5 minutes.
Think about something for a minute. I'll be back.
Uh-huh.
Think about.
You'll have time. We usually have a sort of debrief here at the end with our thoughts. Tell me your thoughts.
That kid's more dangerous than looks.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense. In a way, they bombed the damn train.
Yeah. Because that was either gonna be like a random act of terrorism, or that was gonna be, that's a trained assassin child, you know, so.
Though, it leads to me wondering why?
Right. And why their original fate would have taken them to that clock tower in that amusement park in Japan.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
It's just interesting why it's just like, you know what? I just had to bomb a train. Like, why?
I feel like this next conversation that's coming up is going to be interesting because I think this is the part that the man was in reference to when he pulled us into a lucid dream where he's like, congratulations on finding some shit out. And he's like, oh, it hasn't happened yet? I
Time's
think
a lie.
this. Yeah, time is a lie.
But
I feel like that's what this next conversation is because their headaches is gonna be like them remembering, like they're gonna jog each other's memory, and then this bitch is gonna be like, "You bombed a train," and then the kid's gonna be like, yeah. And and then the old man's gonna be like, "I don't know, I already chose sides, whatever."
will
It's
they?
fine.
It's
I don't know, because again, the thought process is that if you kill the kid, then their original death goes through, which means the kid will bomb the train. So who are you going to want to live? Now, obviously, if the kid lives, they're going to have to go back to being an assassin, which is bad, but I don't know, you know? Yeah, I am like running out of fluids at my desk, and I really do genuinely have to pee so bad. Oh. I switched from those shitty Tic Tacs to like
Sexy.
these like throat lozenges, not throat.
Throw. Just throwing all the voice lines on top of it.
Cause you know I've been surviving today on throat lozenges. I probably should have made myself some tea, but that's not how that works, apparently.
Some cheese.
You ever use those funny, like, honey sticks? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they kind of look like a beehive on the end?
No.
For some reason, we have that in my house. And my father keeps using it to, like, dip in this jar of honey. I probably should have used it.
How are you feeling? No.
Very drained, very tired.
I wonder why.
Crying's a lot of work. Man, I don't even get paid for this shit. I give it for free.
Give tears for free.
My face is a little puffy. It's a little warm. Other than that, I'm okay. How are you? Give me some more thoughts.
I
more
feel awesome. What do you mean?
feelings. Is that true? You didn't fucking sleep.
Yeah, but I've been smiling this whole time.
I love that for you. And I really hate that for me. If you're drained, just hydrate more. Oh, you love me because I let you torture me for free? Would you still love me if I made you pay for it? It's kind of already too late because Blaine and Andy made a soundboard of it so they can just like hit it whenever.
Of the song?
Yeah. I think Ford has access to it too, because I think Ford hit me with it one time. We were doing Smash or Pass, and then suddenly I was sobbing. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's awesome. You just get tortured.
You would love me less, but you'd still love me. Wow. I see.
Damn, everyone could torture you with the song.
You're poor? It's my pain or... Okay, so which would you pay for? My pain or your food? Didn't you just get a job? I think you're trolling me. I think you're gonna have extra funds soon. You'd
Oh.
alternate each week. What if on pain weeks we just don't stream?
What about on pain weeks? Then she'll just have that money to save for the next weeks we do stream.
Oh. Oh no. If you're not particularly hungry, you can go for 2 pain weeks in a row. Y'all are the ones that are reminding me to eat all the damn time, and you're talking about going 2 weeks no food. What the hell?
Yeah, because we know how
At
it
least
feels
have
to
like
not
some
eat.
rice or some shit. Rice is cheap. Huh?
Because we know how it feels not to eat, and you're like, you know, you should actually do that. I'm not gonna, but you should.
Damn. It'd be worth it? Wow. I'm so happy that I rank so highly on your like list of priorities. Specifically, my pain and suffering ranks highly on your list of priorities. You know, there's like the basics to live. It's food, water, shelter.
Yes.
But for Ford, it's like shelter, watering me, and then making me cry. Basics for living. Can't live without it.
Can't live without it.
I'm unironically so tired. And then I get to go into my happy marriage tonight too, which it shouldn't be emotional. And if anything, it'll be a pick-me-up. But I'm like, okay, but what if they pull like a debate and they completely change the story, which I don't think they would, but there's always that chance. And then I'm like, oh no.
You know, part of me wants to join in just so I can find a random appropriate spot. And I'm like, this is the point where I can play the song, right? Anyway.
Oh, your list for necessary for living. Number 1 is Sal. Number 2 is my pain. And then number 3 is food and all that other stuff, I guess. Yeah, that checks out. Also, when's the wedding? I haven't fucking gotten my invite yet, and I'm a little mad about it.
It'll be so fucked up if one of your friends, when they invite you to Wendy and they walk down the aisle, it's to the song.
It's the song! I hate all of you. No. Don't say, oh my god, like it's a good idea. Stop. No. No.
Yeah, see?
No. That's so bad. That's so dumb. No. God, I spend all this money to fly across the damn pond for this shit. Just to get absolutely fucking attacked. I would probably even wear nice clothes for you and shit, and then you just be like, suffer, bitch.
It's like, no, it'll be like, see, you're crying for them. It's so happy.
That's true. A lot of people do cry at weddings. I would probably just look normal.
Yeah.
But I think people would be wondering why they're walking down the aisle to such a somber song. Because the song sounds sad. Like, it's not.
First song at the after party.
Yeah, the first dance. The couple's first dance is to that song.
I don't know.
Just
If it was
dance
me, I would have a giant smile having that song play.
Yeah, I know you would. Like, if it was your wedding, you wouldn't even be smiling that it was your wedding. You'd be smiling that I'd be suffering. You're gonna need a very understanding partner for that.
No, I'll be like, trust for the bit. Trust.
For the bit. For the bit. I have an Anna's first dance where I just send you up to dance and you have to because it's my wedding. I'm sure Sal will understand. So I just have to like bust it down sad and sloppy style to this fucking plague of a song
Yeah.
by myself with everyone staring like I'm just hitting the gritty and like weeping and like throwing up and, doing the sprinkler and shit, like losing the will to live.
Exactly. Iconic.
Iconic. That would go viral on the internet. People love that shit. It would be so confusing. People would be like, what the fuck? Awesome. Alright. Predictions for who we think is gonna die next.
Yes.
I do think it's gonna be the old man. I really do.
Oh, six pack.
Oh, six-pack ab woman? That would be sad. Maybe.
I think she would be in the finals. I think if I had to guess.
Why?
It would have to be
Why?
the old man.
Do you think it's the old man also?
Yeah. We're really focusing on the old guy. Maybe, cause see, so there's a thing that they could do, which they haven't really set up, but then again, it's hard. Because I was thinking, oh, she could, the little kid could, like, maybe, like, really want to protect him, so she reveals her card to, protect him, which we haven't done since. But I'm thinking, wait, he doesn't even remember anything. Like, the kid doesn't even remember anything. She remembers nothing. So can they even offer their card?
I really don't know. I really don't know.
That's why I'm like...
Sexy.
That's why I'm like, oh, what
Sexy.
would they do? So I'm not sure. What about you?
It's hard because I feel like everybody's at a standstill. But I do think the old man is the most likely because although the child is fighting for him, he would fight for the child. And I think he would give up his shit. Meanwhile, I don't think anybody has anything on Odette or Federico really that could lead them further. But they also kind of started setting up the reveal for Federico's regret, so maybe they're leaning towards him, just like metagaming within the game itself.
I don't think he would be the next to leave. I could argue that he would be the one to go after.
Right, he's definitely the bitch baby in the scenario at this point.
It's possible. I think if he does make it to the... I think obviously it's going to be... If I'm going to guess, it would be the old man next, and maybe the rando. Then the chick on the train. Or you would switch the random and the chick on the train. And then
We still don't know who
then
that
it
is.
would be us finals with what's it called, Alan, Miharu, Federico, and Odette. Like, those would be my top pick for the final 5, and out of them I think Federico would be the first out of the 5 to leave.
Yeah, he's the weakest link probably outside of us, but we're the pro tag, so I don't know.
Well, it makes
I
sense
think
because
Odette seems killable. That's fair.
I
She
think
is incredibly aggressive.
I think Odette is literally like, it's like the same situation with Mary with us, where you can't get to Federico without getting through her,
Right.
Odette. So I think that's why he would probably make it.
Right.
So to the
To be
top.
fair, I do think 12 wanted to get to her before Federico. He wants to break up their partnership any way he can, but he would like to get to her first for that reason.
Yeah, because he feels like he could eliminate him easily. However,
Without her there, yeah, because he's an idiot. Although he did say he was going to target the idiot specifically because that pissed him off, so I don't know.
However, I think maybe it's because they're showing this kind of like this weird friendship. I think that's why they would try to protect each other, and in that event, he would end up going first, even if he wasn't intentionally trying to go. Like by happenstance of trying to help Odette, he might accidentally eliminate himself. I don't think he would do it intentionally.
I think you're right.
But
Yeah.
I think he would. Yeah, so.
Yeah, something's gonna happen there for sure.
I want to know his regret.
Yeah, I can't believe they just blue balled us like that. That was crazy. My guess is that it's some sort of like lover
It makes.
for him.
I don't know. Because we're gonna find out all this stuff about them. Because as a road tag, we're gonna have to technically make it to the end. So we're gonna learn everyone's regrets and deaths and everything.
Who would love him? I mean, probably no one. That's probably why he regrets it, because he said he already knows the regret he has is never going to come true. It's a dream because it can never be real. So it's either an unrequited love thing, or perhaps his lover had died, or I don't know, something happened there. I don't know.
I don't know. We know he's in the mafia, so it could be related to a life he could have had besides that.
Right.
Still
Yeah,
crazy
we
that.
just-
Still crazy that he fucking in the mafia and he just got his ass kicked by a kid. But granted, the kid probably has like crazy training, but still, it's like, damn.
I know, and he was the guy who did a lot of the dirty work too. I'm pretty sure he said that. He was the guy, like, he's got his hands dirty, he's killed people, and I guess it was just people who didn't fight back. I don't know. He got fucking walloped.
I don't know. Maybe he's more of a assassin, like as in sniping.
Hands up, like poison. Oh, sniping. You think he's
Sniping,
gone?
poison, whatever, where he doesn't have to get in altercations with people.
Yeah,
Or at
he
least very
definitely does not look like a grappler and has never looked like a grappler, so. It wasn't children, apparently. Maybe that's his regret. He regrets not having a child, an offspring, something to pass on his legacy.
I thought you were gonna say he regrets not killing more children. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, me too. Poison seems like it would fit. Yeah. Could be.
It's like, I didn't get to poison more children. Damn.
Damn. There were orphanages I left unscarred. It's over.
So how could I not poison the children more?
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Chilly nonsense. Orphanages left unpoisoned. Yeah. Could have done more. Wasted life. How
Exactly.
about we go say hi to Taha?
Taha ended.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was lurking at stream and now I'm somewhere else.
Oh, you're right. Let's see. Let me check. Walter be Dark Soul, and we can do Walter.
Sure.
Sure.
Anyways.
Let's
Raid
read.
message.
Brave Verb. Yay. What do you mean, wait?
40
No.
seconds.
No, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
No, get your raid message. We gotta go.
We're
It's
leaving.
been good. We'll see you on Thursday.
I'll
Okay,
like, no.
bye.
You like start to raid. Get out of here.
I hit it.